What's up, everyone? Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. It's November 15th. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and we are back out in the deer woods trying to get a shot at the Big Ten this morning. We're sitting in my dad's blind. If you follow the channel for a while, you probably saw some hunts out of this blind last year. But we're going to sit here this morning and see what happens. Haven't seen any deer or heard any gunshots yet, but being Monday, a lot of people went back to work, so that's not surprising. But yeah, we're going to sit most of the day, if not all day, and with any luck, we'll get lucky and get a shot at the Big Ten or something better. But alright guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave me a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. But alright, we're going to get to it. I'll let you know when something happens. Just a fair warning, the footage with my other camera may not be as good from this blind, just because I can't really use a tripod or a camera arm. So I've kind of just got to lay it on the sandbag next to the gun and roll with it. But I really wanted to hunt out of this blind, so we're going to have to work with what we got, I guess. But alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, well, it's about 8:01. I just figured I'd kind of catch you up on things, because the other camera hasn't really got very much great footage in my opinion. Mostly my fault. But yeah, we had a buck come out down there at the end. There's a big buck down there. You can just kind of see his butt sticking out. I can't really tell what he is. It's kind of hard to get the camera to stay right where it is too. Oh man. I'm not sure, but I think that might have been the Big Ten. I can't really tell. Dang it, man. He's right up there, about 20 yards from the other ground blind. And then it was like 10 minutes later, we had a buck cross just not too far past the gate there. And I tried to get footage with the other camera, and I don't really know how much I got of him. I don't think I got his head. I don't know if that was the buck we saw down there at the end of the road earlier or not, but he was only an 8-pointer. He's definitely not the buck we're after. Still a good sign though. And then he walked in the woods, and normally what they do is they'll walk through this cedar thicket and then they'll cross this power line. And I tried to get the camera on him again when he crossed, and I'm pretty sure I didn't get any footage of him there either. He stopped. Well, he wouldn't hardly stop. I had to whistle at him like 3 times. And he finally stopped, and before I could get the camera on him, he went ahead and walked in the woods. But I don't know, it is what it is. I knew filming just off a sandbag would be an issue, but as you can see in here, there's not much room to set up a tripod. I mean, when I'm sitting here, there's like maybe 6 inches between me and this thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a struggle, but we're gonna make it work. Sorry for the shaky camera work, but filming this way is not really ideal. It's pretty dang hard to keep the camera steady at, well, that's like 450 yards. There was actually 3 does that come across down there. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to get the first one on film, and I barely even got the second two. Not long after the 3 deer come across the power line down there, we had this pretty nice group of hens come out and start feeding around, which this was probably around 10:30 in the morning, and it had been fairly cold, so it was nice to see some turkeys coming out to sunbathe and eat. But yeah, turkeys have been notorious for always coming super close to this ground blind, and the cool thing was I was able to catch it all on film this year. Check out just how close these turkeys end up getting. As you can see, they end up getting, well, pretty close. That's about 10 yards right there. And then they end up walking right through the fence and crossing the power line again at like 12 yards. They ended up walking right across the power line, and they walked all the way down toward the main field, and then finally ended up feeding around down there for a while. But we got to take pretty good stock of all of them. I mean, there's even a bearded hen in the group, which isn't very abnormal. There's usually a bearded hen at my place in Douglas County every year, and I always see her multiple times. But never really have got to shoot one of them yet. But yeah, they come across, and sorry for that clicking noise. I'm not sure if it was my autofocus or what, but it's kind of annoying. Alright guys, well, we're back at it. We are in the blind my mom killed her buck out of last night. She shot him right up there about that second telephone pole. Pretty nice 8-pointer. But yeah, when right up at the very top of that power line up there is where, well, the 4th pole you can see, or 5th pole. Yeah, the 5th pole. That's where we've been sitting the last few mornings. Well, not this morning, but the first 2 and evening. And that's where we've been seeing the deer from. And we've been seeing that one big 10-pointer mess around out here in the middle of this section. And I'm pretty sure this morning I saw him just right there. So with any luck, he comes back through this evening and we'll get a shot at him. If not, I plan to be back here in the morning for day 4. But we gotta finish day 3 first. Not long after I arrived at this blind, we had this really nice 6-pointer come walking right down the fence on the neighbor. I mean, this deer is like 7 yards at the most when he first comes walking through. And I'm not gonna lie, he blends in so well right in there where he stops that I ended up losing him, I'm sad to say. But he stands there for like 2 or 3 minutes just checking out the surroundings, making sure it's safe. And then all at once he decides he's safe to cross, and he walks right out behind me in the power line. And I'm not gonna lie, at that angle it is really hard to film with the way my tripod was set up. So I actually had to wait for him to kind of clear the edge of the ground blind just to be able to film him real good again. But he is a monster 6-pointer. I am really excited to see what this buck turns into in the future, because I really think he's only probably 2.5 at the most. He's a really young buck, but a really good looking one. But he ends up standing there for quite a while. I mean, gave me multiple perfect shot opportunities. He just wasn't quite the kind of buck I was interested in. I can't wait to see what he turns into in a few years. Well, right up there is where we sit the first and second day, all day. And here it is the third day, and I decided I'd go ahead and switch it up. Because I'd been seeing a bunch of big bucks cross down here instead of up there. Well, wouldn't you know it, I just watched two big monsters go walking through there before I could get the camera turned on. That's literally what this is. It's just cat and mouse back and forth. 1 minute they're up there, 1 minute they're down here. Can't seem to catch a break. I don't know. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I know there's a couple giants still walking around, so can't kill them if we're at home. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and with any luck they come running down here and cross again, but I highly doubt it.
Unfortunately, that was the last deer we would end up seeing that evening. I went ahead and just threw up a little bit more footage of those turkeys just to do our outro with, so that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. I have, I think, 4 more to edit. I'm gonna try to get all that done tonight, that way I can keep up with our video every 3-day schedule, so wish me luck. But alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to share that video out, leave me a like, and as always, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. But alright guys, have a good one.